In this video, we're going to find the midpoint of a line. If you're revising, pause the video and have a go at example 3. Now, to find the midpoint of a line, you would probably do a lot of preparation work in class to work that out. I'll give you a bit of a crash course. If we imagine, first of all here, if you have the point 0, say, and the point 8, and you were trying to find out where the middle is, you might be able to just sort of count in 1, count in 1, count in 1, count in 1, repeat that process, and you end up that the middle is 4. But if you add those two values, 0 and 8, and divide by 2, you also get 4. And when you add two numbers together and divide by 2, you're getting the average of those two numbers. You're adding the numbers up and dividing by how many numbers there are. So another way to think of that is just getting the average. There is another method as well to getting the middle value, but we're just going to stick with this one. What do the two numbers sum up to? And then just half that. So that one was in sort of the x direction. Doesn't really matter what direction it's in, but that's sort of how you find the average there of those numbers going across. You could do the same thing if the number scale was going vertically. And let's say the number -1 and the number 5. You could count, so we can go from -1 upwards, 1, 5 down, from 0 to 1, from 4 to 3, 1 to 2, 3 to 2, and you could find the middle is 2. If the numbers are small enough, there's no reason why you can't do that, but we want to build up a method that's going to help us when the numbers are large, when we can't rely on just simple counting like that. If we take the number -1 and the number 5 and add them together, that would give us 4. And if you half 4, you get 2, which is the midpoint. So again, adding the two numbers and halving it, getting the average of the two numbers, gets you the middle, the midpoint. This time we did that vertically. When we go into the coordinate system, we're just repeating that process twice. Once for the horizontal and once for the vertical. And to summarize what I've just said there, to find the midpoint of a line segment, work out the average x coordinate and the average y coordinate of the two endpoints. So the midpoint is the middle of a line segment, and a line segment just means part of a line, because in the coordinate system, lines go on forever and ever. So a line segment is just a portion. So in this example, we've got to find the midpoint of the line AB. A is the point 1, 2, along the corridor 1, up the stairs 2, and B is 7, 5, along the corridor 7, up the stairs 5. Now you could get the answer without even drawing this out, so this is an easier standard of question because there's a diagram for you to visualize to help you. Okay, right, so if I was doing this maybe in my head, what I'd be thinking about would be the average x would be what will go on the first one. Maybe write that out in full for you. Average x, and then the second part would be getting the average y. So average x would be the first, your x is the first part of that coordinate, and the y is the second part. So let's get the average x. So this line goes obviously diagonally, but in the horizontal sense, it's going from 1 across to 7. So it's going that distance across. So this point is 1 away from the origin. The other point is 7 away. On average, how far away is it? You add the 1 and the 7, and you half it. 1 plus 7 is 8, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Hopefully you can see that 4 is the middle there of 1 and 7. I'll show you it more clearly in a second after we do the y. Let's repeat that process for the y. This line obviously again goes diagonally, but in a vertical sense it starts at 2 vertically and it ends at 5 vertically. So what's the average of 2 and 5? 2 plus 5 is 7. and 7 halved is 3.5. Okay. Now we can actually mark that midpoint then on there. And you can see by getting the average of the x and the average of the y, you end up in the middle of this line segment. Those have been very neat. We should label those points A, B. And M is commonly how we would mark the midpoint, or MP sometimes. Now, some people may have got a different idea, or maybe they just didn't understand that. You could maybe replicate that and do memorize it and do replicate it, but you might look at it a different way, which has got merit, and it's not to be said it's wrong or not good enough. So another way to think about this, I just want to show you very, very quickly. This line goes from 1 to 7, so it's going across 6. If you were to travel horizontally, you'd have to travel 6 across. So if you're going to go half of the distance across, half of 6 is only going 3 across. From 1 to 4. Then if you're going to rise up from 2 up to 5, you're going to distance upwards of 1, 2, 3. So instead of going the full distance 3, only go half of that, which would be 1.5. Half of 3 is 1.5. So that's another way that you can work out the midpoint. You would get the lower point, and you'd have to add on half of the x distance you'd have to travel to get from A to B, and add on half the y distance you'd have to travel to get from A to B. That's harder to sort of summarize. The formula is a bit more complicated, but it's still a very good technique if you want to use it.